You know, I've been wondering, can you actually review something that doesn't exist? I know that's a weird question, but it is kind of relevant for today's topic, don't you think?
Because, essentially, the topic of this video doesn't exist. There's no such thing as quality control on Steam.
But that exact fact is what I really want to be talking about here. It's not the quality control we have, it's what we don't.
Ever since my 5 shitty Steam games review, more and more garbage has littered the store. It was reported in 2016 that nearly 40% of all Steam games came from that exact year alone. And according to reports, we may see as many as 5,000 new titles this year. I mean, how can that even be? What exactly happened here?
I think it's time to find out. Fuck. This is the story of Steam quality control.
Our story begins in 2012 with the release of Steam Greenlight, an attempt to increase the accessibility of the video game market for small developers. You see, back in the days, before Steam became the platform it is today, it was difficult to develop and distribute video games if you were a small studio or one person, God forbid. Greenlight was, on paper, a great addition to the video game market that created more healthy competition by giving the little guys a chance to be in the spotlight. It kind of revolutionized the way we distribute gaming media by giving users power through a voting system.
So, how'd they fuck it up?
Well, when I said that it gave users power, I meant that it gave them all of the power. They could practically vote any video game onto the Steam store, but I'm sure it's fine. It's democratic voting. How could that go wrong in any way? Oh.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, it's not a very good idea to make your user base mostly comprised of edgy teenagers vote for which video games are added to the store. Surprisingly, that's a really bad business model. Who knew?
The biggest problem that Greenlight introduced was the fact that anyone could have a shot, and I do mean anyone. It was so incredibly easy to get your game on Steam that a bunch of 15-year-olds succeeded in getting their shitty fucking game onto the store. Actual fucking children.
That's not a problem, they will give me money too. No, look. Oh no, it's Canadian! Not only Canadian, fresh Canadian. No! Finding a plane and send him to Canada as soon as possible! Yes, leader.
And you think it got better over time? You're wrong. You're so fucking wrong. In 2012, 379 games were released onto Steam. Next year, 565 were released. 2014, the amount of releases tripled to 1,772. 2015, the number was 2,964. 2016, the number went up to 4,207. And apparently, it will reach over 5,000 this year. I did some basic Excel calculations, and if this trend continues, the amount of games released in the year 2020 will be over 12,000.
It's just out of fucking control. I know this may sound a little bit memey and a little fucking cliche, but it's kind of like a fucking cancer tumor. It just grows and grows and grows, and if you don't fucking cut that off before it's too late, then you're fucked.
Valve could have easily fought the tumor that is shitty Steam games with some basic precautions and quality control. But their laziness and lack of oversight has led to an unstable and oversaturated market that will most likely eventually crash from the weight of itself. The only way Valve can save their storefront is just finally enforcing some proper requirements for the game developers. Sure, it'll maybe hurt good game developers in the process, but it's your fault for not dealing with the tumor while it was small and manageable.
So, here comes a million-dollar question. How do you think Valve dealt with this issue?
That's right, removing Greenlight and replacing it with Steam Direct. Now you don't even have to be upvoted by the community. As long as you follow 2 requirements, you can get your game onto Steam. The first one is that your game has to work. Wait, it didn't have to before? What the actual fuck, Valve? And the other is that you have to give Valve $100.
Okay, So let me get this straight. The only things that are required to get your game on Steam is that you have a working .exe file and you have $100. You know, for some reason, Valve, I actually expected less of you, so... Good job. For fuck's sake.
It made me realize that Valve could literally care less. They don't fucking care about their stupid fucking store page, as much as they care about fatting their already fat, greasy wallets. And I don't seem to be alone in this opinion. Based on the reactions from before huge fans of this company, it seems people are just fed up with the lack of regard this company has for its fans. And honestly, it really hurts to see this company like this. This company has an incredible legacy. I mean, they made some of the best PC games out there and revolutionized the PC gaming industry. Though, currently, I have a hard time seeing the difference between this and some of the most hated companies out there like Activision or EA. This just shows what happens when a company grows too big to withstand the weight of its own influence and power. It becomes a huge husk of itself with the only goal of expanding its power and fattening the wallets of the guys on the top.
And honestly, I'm a part of the problem. And you're probably too. We're all to some extent. Because we've been rewarding them for doing this for such a long time.
I mean, just look at how much money they've earned through this system. We have voted with our wallets, and our wallets tell a different story than our mouths. It tells companies like Valve that what we really want is cosmetic items, loot boxes, trading cards, and lots of video games, because that's what they've earned most money off of. The reason why we see low requirements for Steam games is because some people actually buy these games. And until Valve gets enough backlash, or the system stops being financially viable, this once great store will slowly disappear into the void of obscurity, just like so many have before.
But you know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe they're trying to fix these issues right now, but somehow I fucking doubt it. And honestly, thanks to this, I rarely use Steam anymore. But you're never going to know what's gonna be at the end of the tunnel until you're there, so... I guess I'll just wait here. Peace.